Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, Cadillac has come to an agreement with one union. Our Dan Hansen will explain. Also ahead, Jared Sessler isn't giving up. What he is saying about the race right before the weekend. Also ahead,
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. President-elect Trump taking more calls from world leaders, including one that involved Elon Musk. That story coming up.
Another cool sunny day, but we have big changes on the way this weekend. I'll tell you all about it coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. It is November the 8th, and I'm Austin Reed. We begin with First Alert Weather. Stacy Lee joining us live in our weather center as the weekend is just hours away. Beautiful sunset. It looks like a painting behind you, Stacy.
It is a beautiful night. We have had a little bit of a kind of a haze in the air. There's kind of an inversion there going on, but still a beautiful sunset out there tonight. Cool again at 47 degrees. The good news is temperatures are slowly going to be rising, but big changes on the way for the weekend. Let's take a look at temperatures elsewhere around the area. Most of us down in the 40s, 45 Walla Walla and Pendleton, 47 Tri-Cities, Yakima, 44 in Ellensburg. Here's the temps for tonight. Once again, a chilly night, but just slightly warmer than we were last night. We're also watching for patchy fog and freezing fog, especially here in the Columbia Basin. Could see that also in the Kittitas Valley. Out the door tomorrow, look for that fog in the morning there in Ellensburg, Yakima cool or a cool start. And then we'll start to see those showers moving in later in the day with temperatures struggling to make it into the 50s. And of course, we're getting into Veterans Weekend. Increasing clouds and fog for us tonight. Warmer temps for daytime and nighttime. Showers developing late on Saturday. And we'll see some high elevation mountain snow. I'll give you all the details coming up. Austin.
All right, Stacy, thank you. Healthcare workers for Cadillac have ratified a new contract after 10 months of negotiations and action. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen tells us how things led to where they are now.
After multiple bargaining sessions since January and a worker strike, Cadillac and its workers agreed on a new contract. The strike came after workers and the hospital management were unable to come to an agreement on pay and other working conditions. The union gave notice of the strike on August 10th. The two groups had been negotiating contract terms for months. More than 1,100 Cadillac technicians and service workers went on strike, with support from SEIU 1199 Northwest, claiming that Cadillac performed unfair labor practices to their existing wages and staffing demands. During the strike, Cadillac contacted an outside company to bring in workers during the strike. Once the strike was declared over, some controversy occurred when workers returned to work, and those who were not scheduled to work the day the strike ended were met with hospital security who would not let them in the building. SEIU 1199 Northwest President Jane Hopkins filed an unfair labor practice lawsuit because of it. After 10 months of negotiations, the hospital and union agreed to ratify a new contract for the workers. The new contract gives workers more money, more staffing investments, and safeguards in the workplace. Cadillac sent Apple Valley a statement about the contract saying, in part, "We are pleased to share that Cadillac and Service Employees International Union, SEIU 1199 Northwest, have reached an agreement on the terms of a new collective bargaining agreement for the caregivers, in-service, and tech roles represented by SEIU, which was ratified in late October." Cadillac's commitment from the very first bargaining session over 10 months ago and throughout the bargaining process was to negotiate a fair and market competitive agreement for our caregivers, and that is what we did. Now, we reached out to SEIU 1199 Union President for a comment and have not yet heard back. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Dan, thank you. Other news tonight, a man was taken into custody after 5 people were stabbed in Seattle's Chinatown International District this afternoon. The stabbing happened right around 2 p.m. The Seattle Police Department says 4 victims were transported to Harborview Medical Center for treatment, and 1 other person was released. Police say a suspect was located near the scene, taken into custody without incident. Authorities also report 5 additional people had been stabbed in separate incidents in the same area between early Thursday and early this morning. So a total of 10 people were stabbed in about a 38-hour period. Closer to home, the Yakima Police Department says a man is dead after a shooting. Police tell us they responded to the call for help just after 2:30 this morning in the 400 block of Erickson Lane in Yakima for reports of shots fired. Officers arrived to the location and found a 32-year-old man with gunshot wounds. Police say life-saving aid was performed, but the man died at the scene. No suspect at this hour, so if you know anything, call Yakima PD. In the meantime, the Kennewick Police Department says they have taken guns off the street, all thanks to social media. On Thursday, detectives saw a juvenile in possession of a firearm through an Instagram story. The juvenile had an active felony warrant for his arrest and had previously been convicted of several violent felonies, making him ineligible to possess a firearm. Police later located the young person at an apartment near West Medline and North Arthur Street, and he was then taken into custody without any problems. A search warrant was executed and 2 unlawfully possessed handgun-style firearms were seized alongside various other firearm accessories. Well, the race for U.S. Congress in District 4 still isn't over. As of now, incumbent Dan Newhouse still leads Jared Sessler in the race, but the margin is still too close to call. A total of 8 counties are still tallying up the votes. 5 of those counties, in less than 5 of those counties, in 5 of those counties, less than 65% of the votes are in. We spoke with Sessler today, who said in part, quote, "Our team is actively working with the county auditors to monitor counting methods and watching for inconsistencies." He said there seems to have been some issues identified. Sessler also told us the biggest challenge is the multiple pages of the ballots, which increases the count time. Sessler went on to say he is confident that the late ballots will favor him, end quote. And we will keep you posted. We're also going to hear directly from Sessler coming up new at 6 tonight. President-elect Donald Trump taking more calls from world leaders. Trump today speaking with Mexican's president, who says that Trump raised the issue of the border. He told him that Trump will need to talk more about it. Here's ABC's Perry Russum.
Immigration was one of the top issues Trump ran on. Sources say his team is looking at executive actions they could take on day one. Today, President-elect Trump denying reports he plans to sell his social media platform Truth Social. Trump writing online he has no intention of selling, calling for anyone who has spread what he calls fake rumors to be investigated. Trump has been relatively silent since his win, working on building his cabinet and speaking with world leaders, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Multiple sources tell ABC News Elon Musk joined that call with Zelensky, raising questions about how much influence Musk will have in Trump's administration.
Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you.
So far, Trump has announced Susan Wiles as his chief of staff. Multiple sources tell ABC News Congresswoman Elise Stefanik is the leading candidate for U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. She has been one of Trump's top defenders in Congress.
The failed leadership of Kamala Harris and far-left Democrat policies have put our nation and the American people at risk.
Republicans are projected to have a firm control of the Senate, and that will be crucial in helping Trump approve his administration. In Pennsylvania, Republican David McCormick speaking today as he leads the race over the incumbent Democrat.
There's a mandate for change, and so that's where my attention starts today.
Today, special counsel Jack Smith filed a motion tied to Trump's election interference case, asking to pause all upcoming deadlines, the judge granting that request. Smith and the DOJ have been in talks to wind down their cases against Trump. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Back here at home and in Yakima, the city has announced the completion of the Russell Lane intersection realignment project. Located on South 1st Street, about 800 feet north of the Washington Avenue intersection, this project aims to improve the connection between Russell Lane and South 1st. Previously, Russell Lane's connection to South 1st was offset from an existing intersection, leading to safety and traffic flow issues. So Russell Lane was shifted approximately 100 feet north. The $1 million project will allow for a 24-seat quick service restaurant along with a venture projected to create 30 new jobs for the city of Yakima. Ahead of Veterans Day on Monday, the McAllister Museum of Aviation in Yakima is preparing for a big celebration. This Monday, November 11th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the museum will host people of all ages to experience dozens of displays on local veterans and aviation. Admission is free. The museum is located at 2008 South 16th Avenue. Well, now to Pasco. Are you looking for something to do and want treats and to see some unique art? Custer's Christmas Arts and Crafts Show is underway. For 29 years, the Custer's Arts and Crafts Show has brought in delicious food, artists, and the community all to gather around to find that unique Christmas gift. More than 150 vendors from all over the Pacific Northwest are here. They return to the Hapo Center for the show, with 30 first-time vendors attending. We spoke with Cheryl Cluster Brands, the show promoter, who says their goal every year is to have a variety of things to look at. All right, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. Winter is impacting one western state. We'll take you there. Plus, celebrating the GI Bill in the state of Washington, just in time for Veterans Day. And as we leave you to break, live picture from Yakima. Stacy's back with your full First Alert weekend weather forecast. Do stay with us.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely.
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower update.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Deck the halls with pies so jolly. This holiday season, Pie Sharks has the perfect sweet and savory mini pies to bring cheer to your table. We have lots of flavors to choose from, and right now our pies are bursting with festive flavors. Grab a dozen, share a smile, and make the holidays deliciously unique. Delivery and pickup orders available, or visit us at 110 South 4th Avenue in Pasco, where every pie is a little holiday surprise. Pie Sharks, take a bite.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
The Kraken and the Golden Knights. Apple Valley News Now tonight.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the GI Bill. Since 1944, the bill has provided a path to the American dream by helping people pursue education, secure employment after military service, and even purchase a home. Now, the keynote speaker this year at the Washington Labor Industries Veterans Day celebration was Lieutenant Colonel Eric Flowers, Battalion Commander of the Washington Army National Guard.
My first job when I came here in 2017 was as the state's Education Services Officer. So that involved federal tuition assistance and all chapters of the Montgomery GI Bill. So I had a front row seat to watch the enormously positive impact the GI Bill has on our armed forces, enabling folks to pursue their education.
As for the GI Bill, over its lifetime, $410 billion in benefits have been provided to veterans and eligible family members. This event in Washington State is an annual one. Now to the Art Beat happening this weekend, a first-time show being done in the Tri-Cities based on a beloved children's book. And it's great towards families and elementary school age audiences. Dragons Love Tacos is the new show for families. It's based on the beloved book by Adam Rubin. Act 1 of the show is the adaptation of the book. Act 2 is a new interactive format where you get to join the actors on stage in a story drama lesson. Show dates are November 8th and 15th at 7 p.m. and then November 9th, 10th, 16th, and 17th at 3 p.m.
So ACT has a preschool classes, preschool first, third classes that happen on the weekends. And over the last 3, 4, 5 years, this book just kept becoming more and more popular. And then about 2 or 3 years ago, this script was written and finally became available. And we're like, well, if it's being popular with the kids, we want to make sure we give them what they want.
Tickets are now available online at academyofchildrenstheater.org. Well, northern New Mexico has been hit very hard by a winter storm. The town has seen 2 feet of snow over the past 2 days, and more is expected today. Julian Paris reports from Las Vegas, no, not Nevada, Las Vegas, New Mexico.
I checked some weather cameras, I-25 up there in Colorado, looks great. 2 hours into driving, I gotta find a place to pull over.
Scott Pepper has been a truck driver for many years, and although dealing with severe weather has been a part of his job, he knows when it's time to get off the road.
How does this affect the business and your work personally?
It slowed down for a little bit. This weather can really make things go slow.
He and dozens of other drivers making that decision to hunker down and not taking any chances. New Mexico Department of Transportation officials saying I-25 has been closed in some spots towards Colorado.
I would say this has probably been the most significant snowstorm that we've gotten. The accumulation that we've gotten in such a short time and how this system is just going to hang around for 3 days straight.
District 4 Public Information Officer Travis Martinez says there are more than 70 vehicles that have been working the streets since the storm arrived. As winds and snow continue to blow through northern New Mexico, travelers aren't sure how long they'll be staying in town for.
I have no idea if it's going to be get out tonight, could be a couple days, just all depending on the weather.
Julian Paris reporting. Meanwhile, in California, the mountain fire has burned dozens of homes in Ventura County. It started Wednesday morning and consumed about 250 acres. Since then, powerful Santa Ana winds have helped it grow to more than 20,000 acres. As of this morning, CAL FIRE officials say that the blaze was only 7% contained. The most impacted community so far has been Camarillo, with the fire heading towards Santa Paula and Somis. Investigators are working to determine what exactly sparked the blaze.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a lot of folks may not know what Santa Ana winds mean. We call them Chinook winds. They're when the winds come from the east instead of coming in from the coast on the west. So that's the difference in those winds perpetuating the fires. 47 degrees now on our Yakima Federal Sky Cam. Traffic moving along. It's already dark out there, and those temperatures will continue to drop tonight. Let's take a look at our weather pattern for the next couple of days. We were talking about those heavy storms going on in New Mexico, and we'll continue to see that. It's actually moving up closer into Colorado and the Four Corners area. Here comes our system moving across tomorrow. First starting on the coast. By tomorrow evening, we'll start to see those showers coming across. Anywhere from about 4 in the afternoon to 6 is when we'll start seeing the rain in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. A little bit later into the Columbia Basin, it continues to move on out. That's the first one. We have another one sitting out here. That one's going to move in on Sunday, and we have another one on Wednesday. So back to back to back storms. Let's look at our futurecast on Saturday. Most of the day overcast and cloudy. Here's those showers moving through most of our region by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and most of the passes should be good tomorrow. So if you are traveling over those passes, you're going to encounter some rain throughout the day, maybe heavy rain at times. Most of the snow levels will be staying well above pass level. Showers continue to move to the east, Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Heppner. Then that band is gone, and then we'll have another one setting up, and we'll start to see that moving across on Sunday. Sunday evening will start to be wet again across the Yakima-Kittitas Valley, Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, and then a stronger system even gets ramped up on Monday night into early Monday, Veterans Day, when we're going to be pretty wet and lots of rain coming with that system. Here's what our futurecast winds are looking like. Get ready for some gusty winds picking up, especially here in the Tri-Cities area, Columbia Basin by tomorrow afternoon. Winds are going to be mild until then. Now that's going to help push some of that pollution in the air, that inversion layer that's been hanging over the area, and then we'll see those gusty winds picking up through the Yakima Valley, staying pretty breezy in the Columbia Basin right on through Sunday as each one of those systems pushes in from the west. Let's take a peek at our temperatures as we temperature trend over the next several days. We're staying right about average in Yakima and Walla Walla, tipping up just slightly there Monday and Tuesday, but right there about average for this time of year. Slightly below in Tri-Cities, but we'll see those temperatures pick up as we head into Monday, Tuesday. Tonight, look for temperatures down in the 30s. We're watching for some fog developing here in the Columbia Basin, fog and freezing fog. We've been seeing it pretty much every night this last couple of nights. Planning your day tomorrow out the door. There you go, 30s. Those showers, they say, hitting by about 4 o'clock in Yakima. Tri-City seeing those showers a little bit later, anywhere from 6 to 8 p.m. Walla Walla will see those showers anywhere from 4 o'clock on. And in Hermiston, look for wet weather beginning in the late afternoon. Weekend forecast, if you're hitting the road, it's going to be wet on the west side. It will stay wet there in Portland as well. Even heavier showers with the bigger system moving in on Monday. And you'll have some strong gusty winds pushing those systems in. Now, Saturday says hazy in Spokane. That again is due to the inversion layer. Here's our 7-day planning forecast. It's a busy one. Fog and freezing fog, the big concern tonight. Chilly temperatures once again. Yakima also looking breezy with some wet weather for sure on Veterans Day, and breezy winds continuing to the early part of next week. Ellensburg, pretty stormy there with some frosty temps later in the week. Walla Walla, nice and wet with breezy winds, and temperatures staying right about average, just slightly above it coming up. So Hermiston, active weather. So yes, we've had a kind of a mild week, a little on the cold side, sunny, but the big weather is coming our way.
All right, thank you much. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, Friends of the Children of Southwest Washington is celebrating. Details next in the Spotlight.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather.
What are you up to, Alice?
Well, the nice mechanic asked me to check the pulleys.
Wow, I just realized you can see things we can't. I've always wondered what's in those small windows.
It's marketing.
So that's where they hide out.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
What does dino casting call mean?
That seems bad.
I'll get my resume ready. Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Kapuza Lighty, accident injury lawyers.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Election night 2024.
Live election night.
As the votes were counted,
We've got some hot ones we are following for you right now.
one winner emerged. Apple Valley News Now.
Polls are closed, but there are people still in line.
Apple Valley News Now is on your side.
It's time to fall into $140,000 in cash and prizes at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're giving away up to $13,000 in cash and prizes. Keep the excitement going by playing with your club card to earn entries every day for a chance to drive off in a brand new Kia Telluride on November 23rd. Fuel your fall fun at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Trending now at 5, Friends of the Children. Southwest Washington has been awarded a lot of money, $10,000, all thanks to the power of the community support online. The $10,000 donation will be used for mental health training and implementing behavioral health care strategies. The donation will also support structured out-of-school time activities such as STEAM and the purchase of books. A quick reminder, if you have an idea for the spotlight, send me an email. It's easy, Apple Valley, or what is my email? I don't know. Oh, it's areed@applevalleynews.com. Back with final weather next.
North Idaho's Priest Lake in early fall. Fly the Northwest Tuesday.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here, from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
It's our favorite time of the year at Legends Casino Hotel because we're giving away holiday Hondas and gift boxes of cash. Use your Legends Rewards card all November long for your chance to win a $2, $4, $6, or $10,000 gift box every Thursday. And a new 2024 Honda Accord on November 21st. This ain't no turkey. Well, we are giving away turkeys too this month, but that's a separate promotion and shouldn't be confused with winning a new Honda Accord. Only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Thank you so much.
What's new, what's now, and what's next? Plus first alert weather every 10 minutes. Wake up with Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
In this game, it's all about who's got the best line. And so far this Kraken season, all bets are off. Watch free as 2 of the league's newest teams go head-to-head. Kraken, Knights, pregame at 6:30 tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
Let's go! Country music's biggest night, the CMA Awards.
Let's party, Nashville!
It all kicks off with this year's must-see collaboration, Post Malone featuring Chris Stapleton, live. with electrifying performances by Lainey Wilson, Shabuzi, Ashley McBride, Luke Bryan, plus Thomas Rhett and Teddy Swims. Luke Bryan, Peyton Manning, and Lainey Wilson host the CMA Awards, live November 20th on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
And welcome back. Take a look at your screen. We were talking about an inversion layer, and that is exactly what this picture shows you, so that a lot of people are mistaking it for smoke, but it's kind of a mix of fog, maybe a little air pollution in there. But anyway, that should start to clear out with some breezy winds and rain. Thanks to our buddy Rick Zimmerman from Richland for posting that. Real quick, let's look at your day tomorrow. Look for some fog and patchy freezing fog in the Columbia Basin, the Kittitas Valley. Cool temperatures, rain on the way. So yes, the inversion layer should swoosh on out of here.
All right, thanks for joining us here at 5. More news at 6. World News coming up next. Austin Reed with Stacey Lee, hoping your news is good news.
See you back here at 6.